welcome back to another episode of Toy Tuesdays with Talent. In today's episode, carrying on with X-Men 97 Wave 2, we're covering Magneto, Sexy Magneto. Let's get into it. Cerebro activate.
Cerebro online.
Please pull up file X-Men 97 Magneto 2024.
Magneto, Max Eisenhardt. First appearance, The X-Men #1, September 1963. Created by Stan Lee, writer, Jack Kirby, co-writer and artist.
Magneto's first appearance was in X-Men #1 in 1963. From the very beginning, Magneto was the arch nemesis of the X-Men. He was often the villain in the original animated series as well. When we catch up with him in the 97 episodes, he is trying to change his ways, to the point he even allows Congress to put him on trial, which is an action the old Magneto would have never taken. In X-Men 97, he starts wearing a new costume to reflect the change in persona. This is what I call the sexy Mags Dom outfit. Cerebro, please pull up the action figure.
Magneto, X-Men 97 Wave 2, released in 2024. Retail price, $24.99. Aftermarket price, high, $39.99. Low, $15. Accessories, 2 alternate hands. Alternate head.
This is another figure in the wave that I have mixed feelings about. The figure itself looks great. We got a set of alternate hands and an alternate head. The sculpt looks fantastic, especially the face. If you don't like the outfit, you can always use the head as an unmasked head for another Magneto. His cape is pretty cool as far as plastic capes go. It doesn't get in the way of articulation, which is a plus. Additional power effects would be nice, but I always say that. If it wasn't for 97, I doubt we would have ever gotten an action figure with this outfit. He actually wore this outfit in the comics during a similar storyline where he leads the X-Men and then eventually the New Mutants. So I'm glad to have it in my collection. My favorite Sexy Mag scene from season 1 has to be the scene where Executioner attempts to assassinate Magneto, but Storm jumps in the way and takes the hit. After seeing Storm powerless on the ground, Magneto disarms the cowardly Executioner as he tries to run away. Then he takes him and the judges into the upper atmosphere where he shows them the Earth and tells them whether they like it or not, mutants exist and have a right to live, and he himself is trying to do better. Then he delivers one of the best lines of the whole season: "Do not make me let you down." That show of power and restraint convinces them to give him a full pardon. Speaking of power, let's get into his powers and abilities.
Powers and abilities: magnetism manipulation, astral projection, psychic shield via helmet, genius intelligence.
Alright, magnetism and manipulation, astral projection, psychic shield via helmet, and genius intellect. Let's break it down. The magnetism and manipulation is very complex. He is able to not just control and manipulate metal, he can manipulate microscopic or atomic magnetic atoms, so he can actually reform matter. He can control the iron in someone's blood if he wants to, and stop your heart from beating, or stop the blood from flowing through your body. He's able to move asteroids with his mind. He's also able to create force fields through magnetic manipulation, and in doing so he is able to manipulate or levitate objects that aren't even metal. When it comes to the astral projection, it's said that Magneto has some sort of latent psychic abilities, which also helped him prevent psychics from penetrating his mind. Although he does use his helmet as a psychic shield, there have been times where he has been able to push psychics out of his mind without using his helmet. Magneto has frequently been depicted as able to resist all but the strongest or most unexpected of telepathic attacks. A number of explanations have been proposed for his unusually strong resistance to telepathy. Among them, technology wired into his helmet, some physical aspect of his electromagnetic powers that can interfere with telepathic powers, or sheer force of will. Magneto is also a genius intellect. He helped Xavier build Cerebro, and there were even times he himself used Cerebro to locate mutants. He's competent in various fields of advanced science, especially in genetic manipulation, particle physics, engineering, and other fields of technology. He has built advanced weaponry, space stations, super-powered humanoid life forms, and devices that generate volcanoes and earthquakes. The primary application of his power is control over magnetism. Another way in which Magneto frequently uses his power is the projection of force fields, which selectively block out matter and energy. These fields are strong enough to stand the simultaneous detonation of multiple thermonuclear weapons. Hence, Magneto is invulnerable to most harm when surrounded by a shield. shield and could survive in deep space thanks to it. He can also channel his powers through his own body to increase his strength and durability far beyond human limits, and has a baseline reaction time 15 times faster than those of regular humans. On occasion, he's altered the behavior of gravitational fields around him, which has been suggested as evidence of the existence of a unified field, which he can manipulate. Alright, Cerebro, can you please pull up the power grid?
Accessing power grid. Analyzing subject.
If you guys want to see these power grids for yourselves, you can check them out on the Marvel Metal cards, or you can go to marvel.fandom.com. They have their own version of the power grid over there, so go ahead and check it out if you're so inclined. Alright, first up, strength. He's at a 2, normal human. And of course this makes sense. Nothing in his power indicates that being able to manipulate magnetic fields would make you any physically stronger than you are. On to intelligence. He's at a 5, Albert Einstein level. This man is a certifiable genius. His intelligence is really high up there. I'm sure it helped that he studied with Xavier all those years, helping to build Cerebro. If that doesn't prove you're intelligent, I don't know what does. Also, being able to create a helmet to keep the most powerful psychics out of his head, that's pretty intelligent. Okay, on to speed. He's at a 5. I gotta be honest, this one surprised me. Now, I understand if you're able to manipulate magnetic fields, it means you can probably manipulate gravitational fields as well, which would allow you to travel at great speeds. And there you have it, folks. He's at a 5, mutant speed, faster than a world-class sprinter, not quite at light speed. Okay, on to fighting ability. He's a world heavyweight champ level. This man knows how to fight, not a surprise. He spent all of his life fighting, just to survive. Also, being the leader of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, you gotta be a badass. Also, all those times tangling with the X-Men, that's brought his fighting ability all the way up to heavyweight champ fighting abilities. Okay, on to stamina. He's at a 2, normal human. If for whatever reason you are able to penetrate his magnetic fields and get his helmet off, you could probably wear him down pretty easily. But getting through that magnetic field is going to be a problem. Let's move on to agility. Again, 2, normal human. Like I said, he's an old man. He's not going to be doing any handsprings or flips. And with all these other abilities, he really doesn't need to be that agile. Alright folks, let's get on to the final category, energy blast. His energy projection is at a 6. Fusion, solar. His magnetic blasts are lethal on a cosmic level. He rarely emits such powerful blasts, but he is capable of it if push comes to shove. Magneto may be misguided at times, but as leader of the X-Men in season 1 of 97, he showed great restraint until he was pushed too far. Whether he's playing hero or villain, Magneto is a force to be reckoned with, and I for one cannot wait to see what happens in season 2. He may never be the leader of the team again in the show, but it was cool to see while it lasted. If you haven't seen it yet, Cerebro, let him know.
Be sure to check out X-Men 97 Reactions with Talent. Don't forget to subscribe.
Please do check out the reaction videos. They're all up for you to watch, and don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps a bunch, and I would greatly appreciate it. I'm Talent, reminding you, keep collecting, and until next time, Excelsior!